Welcome to Climbing Clouds. We're going to get into a pick a card reading. I'm so excited to do another one. I had such wonderful feedback from everybody. Thank you for that. And for all of the likes and subscribes. We are building this baby channel and coming into starting off a new moon reading. I wanted to celebrate the new moon this weekend or this week ahead. So that will be the theme of this pick a card reading. And I have cleared the cards with Palo Santos. Can bring in a little bit more right now for you. And we'll get right into this. I will introduce the decks. There's 3 to choose from. So they're pick a card. We'll also have some oracle messages with each one as well. So let's go ahead and do some Palo Santos. I hope you are planting some really wonderful seeds in your life with this new moon energy going into October. Okay. Excuse me. That Palo Santos can be a little bit strong, but it's so cozy. I love the smell of it. I've got my mushroom coffee. I'm ready to go. Okay, so we're going to be clarifying primarily. I've got this deck that I have it centered with rose quartz. Excuse me, I have a band-aid in the picture. I hope you don't mind. So this is the Rosebud Tarot, and right now this is one of my all-time favorite decks. If you would ever want to order this, just let me know and I can get this deck for you. It's an amazing deck. It's really beautiful and has really good energy in it. It has a refreshing look. I would say the perspective of this deck is very refreshing, and a lot of different flower symbols throughout, with rosebuds being the center of it. And then we also are doing rose messages as well. I'm being called to work with roses and flowers in general this moving forward on this channel. So I offer flower readings with all of my personal readings, where then I work with you with flower essences and different handmade gifting items artistically that I put together with flowers as the medium. So if you're interested in that with your personal reading, it's going to be accompanied with all personal readings. And, feel free to message me about that. I'll put a description info for you in the description box. Okay, so we have this oracle deck being centered here by some resin art that I did with a daisy flower, and that's sitting over here on the side. I will be including this in all 3 readings, an oracle message from this deck. Okay, and then I have some other decks up here that are going to be my clarification as well. The main ones, though, that we are drawing from we have 3 piles. You are welcome to listen to all 3. But what the question here that I'm presenting for this draw, for these 3 drawings, is what is the focus for this new moon? What is the focus for each pile? Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. What focus, how do I want to word this? What is the focusing guide for pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3? Because I'm sure that we all have a notion of what we're focusing on moving forward, right? But what is this new moon? What is the energy that we can tap into? What is the focus that we can best tap into with each pile? That's what I'm trying to really gather here by drawing 1 pile per approach. Let's just see what comes out. I've got pile 1. Let me show this to you right here. It has, I call this my Oregon stone. I got this when I was on the beach in a little beach town in Oregon. I don't even know what stone this is. It's just this little soft, almost like a, I want to say sodalite, but for all purposes, for generalized purposes, since I don't know what stone this is, I'm just going to call it my Oregon stone pile. That's pile number 1, okay? With a possible sodalite, turquoise, teal or turquoise sodalite on there. Okay, that's pile number 1. Pile number 2, the vintage housewife deck with a Hamsa hand. And I believe this is a topaz stone in the middle of the Hamsa. Okay, pile number 2. Pile 3 is a resin snail. Okay, pile number 3. So we have pile 1, the blue Oregon based stone, pile number 2 with a topaz centered Hamsa hand, and pile number 3 with a resin hot pink snail. Okay. Going to start with pile 1. What does pile 1 need to focus on right away? Prior to even looking at the deck, I want to pull a few cards from this deck, almost like a blessing. What is the blessing for pile number 1 going into the new moon energy this week ahead? The new moon actually started on the weekend. I am running a little behind, so you'll have to excuse me. I am a single mom of 3 and I work a full-time job as well as run different facets of my home business. This is only one facet of it. So I am attempting to, I just renovated the space that we're filming in and growing the channel, and I am going to be doing a lot more postings. So this channel is definitely increasing in momentum. Thank you for your energy, by the way. You add value by being part of this channel, and I hope it adds value to your life as well. All right, ooh, I like this. So your blessing, I'm going to be drawing a blessing for each one. Your blessing for this pile number 1 is being able to fulfill your wishes. This is being blessed by the 9 of Cups. So pile number 1, your theme with moving forward in the new moon is the fulfillment of wishes, blessed by the 9 of Cups. Okay, let's see how you're going to go about doing that and maybe what some of these wishes are. What wish fulfillments are being projected into pile number 1? What can pile number 1 expect with this new moon energy in pursuing their wishes and moving forward in the pursuit of emotional happiness and wishes? Okay, I'm not going to draw any reversals with this, with any of these. I'm going to only do upright cards. I just want to say that because I want to be really affirmative with this reading. That's the intention of it. Okay, so here's the first 3 for pile number 1. We have the Page of Pentacles or coins, the 10 of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Wow, really fresh and exciting energy here. So this is like your happily ever after that you are exuding a very innocent vibe, a very childlike and playful vibe, almost running toward your dreams. You're moving forward with the energy of the Fool, which is really exciting. You're also having the lack, or the lackluster, I should say, of a Knight of Wands. So you're pursuing what you're not afraid to take action, and this is definitely a go-getter energy. The Knight of Wands takes action in heavy pursuit of what they're passionate about. And you know, it can also be like player energy in some decks and in certain contexts, but that's the whole thing about tarot. It has such a universal language, and in this context, this is just a really innocent vibe here. I've got just this feeling of like childlike, playful energy, romantic, enterprising. You might have a lot of novel new ideas, fresh energy, a really fresh and expansive, optimistic, and enterprising. Really great energy. I love it. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through for pile number 1. And if I sound tired, I apologize. I just worked my graveyard weekend. I work an entire weekend working with adults that have cognitive disabilities in a group home setting. That's what I do full time. I'm an intervention specialist. I specialize in working with the autism spectrum, and I'm kind of like a direct care social worker type position is what I have. So I do a multitude of things, but it's basically like managing a second house when I'm there, because I'm there by myself at night while the residents are sleeping. I'm cooking and doing other activities, kind of medical and observational activities. So I have such a wonky sleep schedule, you know, and then I'm a single mom of 3, so I'm just constantly going, and sometimes I'm going to be making these videos for you and I might sound tired, and that's why. Okay, so I appreciate you just understanding that. What's coming through for pile 1? What can we expect with this new moon energy? This is exciting. I almost feel like maybe you have like a romantic vibe going on here. Yeah, right as I said that. The 2 of Cups. I don't think you can get more romantic than the 2 of Cups. So you might be bringing in a fresh perspective for a new relationship in your life, or a new connection on some level. The 5 of Wands is coming through, so you might be in a competitive climate with this energy around you. You might have people around you that are trying to compete with you, to start friction with you. And if this is a new idea for a new business or a new budding project that you're excited about, a creative outlet, you might have some haters or naysayers that want to cause friction and get in your way. But I would say that you have the resources. And I was just going to say that you're seeing beyond this, and lo and behold, the Magician is coming through. Beautiful. Kudos to you. If you're in your Magician energy, anything is possible. You're pulling rabbits out of hats. You are capable of pulling this off. Whatever it is you're pursuing and going after, I say go for it with gusto, because you have the creative tenacity, the drive, and the creative problem-solving resources up your sleeve. That's what Magician energy is all about. It's about making things happen with the magic of life. Like, your ingredients are around you. Your life is the ingredients for the recipe that you're building, and you are the master chef of your life. Okay. There are some secrets in regards, this is the flip side of all of this. You might have dealt with a lot of betrayal and heartbreak in the past, a lot of secrets, a lot of people that might have been, because I have here the Seven of Swords, the Moon, and the Three of Swords. And so this is what I'm going to draw clarification on. This is coming through, and it's almost like immediately to me, it's the flip side of the romantic coin. You've got an element of maybe you are a romantic at heart, and so you have that type of energy. And on the flip side of that, the shadow side of that, you might have have to deal with a lot of broken-hearted dreams that have been thwarted from dealing with, you know, just the negativity and the soberness, the sober reality of the world, which is not romantic at all. In fact, there's a lot of deceitful energy in the world, people trying to steal from you, people trying to have one up on you, so to speak. So you might have had to deal with that. And I'm going to look into this right now, this energy. This is very negative compared to what the vibe that you're coming in at. And I want to see why this is coming through. Let's draw on it. I'm going to draw from the Crow deck. I have the mini Crow deck here. Why the Seven of Swords, the Moon, and the Three of Swords? It's like some heavy mental backlash around you. Sometimes you trigger others. So I have here the King of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. So I think this is what's coming up. To me, this is how I'm reading this. Your masculine side is like the King of Wands. And you could also be attracting this energy into your life, and vice versa, where the feminine is the Queen of Pentacles here. So take it as it resonates, where you see yourself either as the masculine or the feminine, or both. This is two sides of maybe your personality right now. And so this is how I want you to read, is kind of like with your own notion of your own life. Everybody's going to connect with this information a little bit differently. But we have the King of Wands in the masculine side, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles on the feminine side. And this is you sometimes getting stuck in your own head because of the mental backlash that you deal with from others. And I think in this new moon energy, you're being asked to move past that and to not allow other perspectives to trip you up or to skew your enthusiasm. And let me look into that further. First of all, I want to draw an oracle card right now to give a message on this energy that I'm feeling. So I'm sensing that you're learning how to not be your own worst enemy and how to guard against this with others. Yeah, and you know, the card that's coming through for the oracle is the return, the new story. You're writing a whole new story. This is coming into alignment with your power, and you're coming together with possibly your romantic other as well. So this is a coming into union type energy of writing a whole new story. So this is really exciting, and it's called the return. And it's almost like you're returning to your senses. You're returning to your sense of power and returning to the source, which is where you derive all your power from, right? So the naysayers don't have any power over you once you return to your own source. Nobody can stop you because you're learning how to realign yourself to be your own best version and not holding yourself back anymore. You're not tripping up your own thoughts. You're not holding yourself back, holding yourself hostage. It makes me think of that proverbial, you know, when an animal is mistreated and then maybe locked up and mistreated, and then suddenly somebody takes the cage away and the animal is free to do whatever they want to do, but they remain chained in their own mind, thinking that they are stuck and not able to move past wherever they were tied up, let's say. The animal stays there thinking that it's still stuck. And that's what you're learning to overcome. You're not stuck. You're not limited. You never were. You had to overcome your own shadow and your own thought process to realize that you are the magician of your life and you can make anything possible. So why are you holding yourself back? Why are you holding on to an old narrative that just doesn't serve you anymore? So I see that as part of your progression and what you're freeing yourself from, which is really exciting. It's really beautiful. I'm going to draw some cards on that right now. Stability. This is really nice. You're coming into union with maybe another and with yourself. You're really becoming centered in your life. This is all about being whole and, having the gravity to be in this is the mandala, the 4 directions. If you really look at this picture, it's 4 circles, all entwined and balanced. So that's really beautiful. This is, to me, the 4 directions, the center of it all. The center of your power. You're sitting at the center. You're being centered. Bottom of the deck, we have power. This is you coming into your own power. Top of the deck is the 7 of Wands. Wow, how wonderful. So you are standing your own ground. And this is a sense of victory. It's a sense of resiliency. It's a sense of not being knocked down and the ability to stand your ground. And then in the center of the deck, I'm also being, I want to pull these. I'm feeling these. So we have the 8 of Cups. This is walking away from any toxic environment that has ever held you back. The 5 of Swords. You're making a judgment call on any people that have ever held you back. Because as we have judgment here with the swan, the swan energy is soulmate energy. So you really are coming into alignment with your soul. And then again, just as I was saying, perseverance. And then we have this feeling of an alignment here. This alignment, again, of the circles. And it's like all the chakras that are lined up. So I really sense that you're going to be moving forward through this new moon with a sense of balancing yourself physically, balancing your energy centers, balancing your sense of integrity in your life, your sense of balance in your life. This is so beautiful. What a wonderful reading for pile number 1. I love it. Very strong. You might be getting a message of love. This is the Page of Cups. The 4 of Wands. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. And that's very stable energy. And then we have Death. Sorry. I kind of put a damper on everything. the 7 of coins, death to the 7 of coins. Yeah, I think that what this is standing for, let me tell you what I'm reading with this. Wow, this is really, really, really powerful. Okay, 5 of coins. I'll read it in a minute. I'm getting a big channeling here to wrap up pile number 1. Yeah, so you're getting ready to start a whole new chapter with your monetary flow and how you go about doing this. And what you're doing is you're becoming more stable. You might even, this is kind of like a sense of, the 4 of Wands is all about celebrating. It's about being stable. It can also stand for marriage, but it's like, it's the 11-11. That's why, so it's the 4 of Wands. So you've got like this mirrored balance with your life. And you're going through a big death and rebirth process. You're learning how to let go of shady people and maybe some of the ways that you held yourself back or sabotaged your own money flow. Stepping away from that in hermit energy here. And temperance, which balances, it's an alchemizing card. It's an alchemy, the head and the heart. So you're alchemizing your life and you're coming out of this cold period of feeling left out. The 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Coins, where you might have felt like you just couldn't get things going. Like maybe a lot of your projects have been stalled. And this has given you strength though, because this is how you've been building up. You know, when I'm getting an image of wheels in the sand and they keep spinning and you're not going anywhere. And this is maybe how you felt for a while. And then all of a sudden you gain traction and you move forward really fast. And this is what you're doing. This is what you're getting ready to do with this World card. This is how I'm going to end pile 1. You're going into a whole new chapter with a lot of momentum, a lot of strength that you have really traveled through. You've gone through a lot of travesties to get here. And you know what's been your guiding light is your childlike, your innocent enthusiasm for life, your romantic, buoyant heart has been like a light in the fog this whole time. And now you're finally starting a whole new chapter that is, you are so well deserving of. So keep moving forward. I'm really excited for you. And that's your message for pile number 1. Okay, so let me clear the cards, because we're going to get into now pile number 2. Take me just a moment to clear the cards. I know a lot of people, when they do these videos, they cut out with the camera and they come back. I like to do things in real time, so just bear with me. Okay. We're going to move this pile completely out of here because we're done with these cards. And now we're moving on to pile number 2. The pile number 2 is, if you picked up pile number 2, it has a Hamsa hand with a topaz, and it's this wonderful vintage deck, Vintage Housewives, which is a great little deck. I love it. If you ever would like to get a copy of this deck, let me know, and I can have I'll have that available for you. Just let me know if you like any of these decks that you see in my videos. I can definitely help you get your hands on one. Okay. Pile number 2. What is the blessing for pile number 2? Going into this new moon cycle. The 8 of Wands. Ooh. So if you picked pile number 2, your blessing is the ability to travel and to communicate. And this is what we're centering your reading on, is travel and communication. How exciting. Okay, so for pile number 2, with travel and communication as the center point, how is pile number 2 moving forward with this new moon energy? Okay, so you're starting off with the World card. How interesting. Pile number 1 ended in a whole new cycle. You are in the world. You seem to me like a natural mover and shaker already. We've got here the 4 of Swords. I think you have the ability to be very strategic. And here's the 6 of Swords. Interesting. There's a lot of mental energy here. Pile number 2, you could kind of resonate with some of the air qualities, like either Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. We're going into Libra month right now. I think you have a natural ability to be strategic in your life and to communicate really well. You also probably love to travel. Oops. You probably love to travel. And this is the energy that you're bringing into this new moon cycle. So we've got the Ace of Wands, the Sun, bottom of the deck here, the Emperor. Wow. Yeah, so you are definitely a go-getter. This is the Emperor. You are really strong with your masculine, able to take initiative. And I have this sense of, like, with the Ace of Wands, it's like you're cleaning up your life. You are, you're being very deliberate. I have here the 9 of Swords coming through. And the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Huh. You really want to explore your options. You're really going for something really solid in your life. And you're going through an ending right now. Even though you're in the world, which is often a brand new beginning, you're simultaneously moving forward in your life. You're very strategic. You're not afraid to go after what you want. You know exactly what you want. You've got a lot of positive energy with you. You've got the Sun, and you're going for, like everything that you've ever wanted in a really solid sense. This is a time for you to be lucrative. It's a time for you to cash in on projects that you've worked really hard for, and you're kind of culminating that energy. And so you're ending, I think, things that are necessary for you to end. It's like you're tying up loose ends because you have a bigger picture in mind. You're a big picture thinker. Let's draw an oracle card on that. Again, you got the sun twice. That's crazy. Super, super positive. It's the most positive card in the deck. So you definitely radiate with masculine energy here. This is a highly masculine pile number 2. And if you tend to normally connect with the feminine, you are coming into your masculine energy super big time right now with this pile. If you chose pile 2, you're coming into your masculine power, because this is all centered around that type of so they describe the sun on this card as joy, fun, life force, success, and play. And it's, to me, has always spoken as like your happy inner child is balanced and happy as well. It's a very upbeat, obviously it's the sun, so you can't get more upbeat than that. But let's see what else is coming through for pile number 2. What is coming through for pile number 2? This new moon energy. We had here that there's a lot of choices for you that you're kind of approaching here. What are some of these choices? Why is the 7 of Cups coming up for pile number 2? Why are we looking into that? I'm drawn to this top card here. The 5 of, so you might be feeling kind of left out of something right now, or like not, like you're outside looking in, like you want to go inside somewhere, but you're stuck outside looking through the window. And then we have here the 3 of Discs. This might have something to do with how you work, or a work opportunity that you would like to be a part of. And it has to do with collaborating, because there's three circles here. The 3 of Pentacles. This has to do with your sense of power. This is you in Emperor mode again. You had Emperor coming through. You want to call the shots. The Emperor is always in charge. Fulfillment. This is your 9 of Cups. So this is something you're wishing for. Maybe you've been wishing for this for a long time. And it has to do with your Queen of Cups, which is also your connection to the intuitive. The Queen of Cups. Interesting. And, oh my goodness, the 10 of Cups. So you have 2 10s in here. The 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Wow. There is some kind of big opportunity that, yeah, you're mentally preparing for a really big opportunity right now, because we've got the rest card. This here is kind of about stepping away and getting yourself in your zone, you know, mentally, preparing mentally. You're preparing to go on a journey. This is the Fool. It's 0, new beginnings. Wow. That is really amazing. So, I'll draw from this deck here, but I don't feel like I need to draw much more for pile number 2. I feel like you've been preparing for this journey and that you have already a sense of what you're doing because you're the emperor. And bottom of the deck, just picking this up is the Ten of Cups again. It just gives me confirmation that whatever this is that you're going after as a new journey, it'll bring you your ultimate happiness. I would say go for it. It would be worth it because if you don't jump into the unknown and take that risk, I mean, that is part of the adventure right there, right? You don't know how things are going to turn out. You actually never do. So even if you think you're playing it safe, you don't have anything guaranteed. And again, the world. I'm going to end it here for pile number 2. You're also starting a brand new chapter with this new moon energy. This is kind of tripping me out. We're ending on the same card. The chances of that are super slim. I mean, these cards are not rigged. It is crazy. Like, I don't know how this is coming through again as the last card for, I want to end on here because this is the same card. And I think that's so strange how that can come through like that. So this is for pile number 2. And it was definitely a shorter message because I think, well, I'll go back to it again, is pile number 2 is in emperor mode and you have a handle of what you're doing already. So go for it. Okay, that's pile number 2. I'm going to clear the cards, then we'll do pile number 3. I actually need to, I'm having trouble breathing from the Palo Santos. I'll be right back and I will clear the cards all at the same time too. I don't want to take away from the reading, but I need to go grab my inhaler. I'll be right as I sound kind of short of breath. I'm just having a reaction to the smoke. So hold on. Let me clear these cards and I'll step away really quick. We're going to remove this deck because we're done with it. Okay, this is funny. The pile with the snail on it is now, and you're going to have to wait a little bit. You're going to be in snail mode. I need to run and get my inhaler real quick, then I'll be right back. And we'll get into pile number 3. Okay. Wow, I turned on the fan. Hold on, it's kind of high powered. There might be a lot of change for you for pile number 3. A lot of changes going on with the wind. The wind energy is in your reading. All right. What is the blessing for pile number 3? Thank you for your patience. The curiosity of fire. There's something that you are wanting to pursue with your passions that you're very curious about. That's the focus for pile number 3. You're getting into some kind of passion project or a person, something you're passionate about. And it has to do with the element of fire. So it's something that might involve, oh, and here's the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. So this might involve something that you do for your work. You might be embarking on a whole new way of making a living with this passion, whatever this passion is for you. It's going to be very, very lucrative. This is the 10 of Pentacles. So I would say it's worth pursuing for sure, because I think it's going to pan out for you in a big way. We've got a message of truth coming your way. This might have to do with somebody younger than you, or a new energy with this, a new mental perspective for you. This is the Page of Swords. We also have here the 7 of Cups. You're looking at what choices you have ahead of you with this curiosity of this passionate curiosity you have, this project you want to start that's going to be making you a lot of money. You've got to be making a lot of decisions too. And then we have here the 2 of Wands. So you might be partnering with somebody in this idea that you're having, or this passion project that you would like to pursue. It might involve another person. It might involve another leg to this project. Something with the 2 of Wands is coming through, of like some kind of connection or momentum that has to do with something other than yourself, basically. It's got you as the wand holder, and then the other. It's you and the other, the 2 of Wands. It's like 2 meaningful pathways merging. And you are the King of Wands. Wow. All right, you're getting shit done. As the King of Wands, moving into the 10 of Pentacles with having the curiosity of fire. It's like you are this ultimate explorer. This is kind of the energy that explorers had when they would go to find a whole new continent. This is you, and your project is the new continent. This is really exciting. It's very enterprising. And then here's the 8 of Wands. So yeah, I think this has to do with traveling too. I'm definitely getting some traveling vibes with this. You're embarking on something that's that you might be traveling to earn. Your job might involve traveling too, like this new passion that you're being pulled towards. Let's look into it from an esoteric oracle message here. I'm going to read an oracle message on it. Okay, so pile number 3, you're actually getting 2 messages from the Rose Oracle. 2 of them came through at the same time, so I'm going to keep both of them. It's saying to plant yourself here, to integrate embodiment and action. And then it says here to come to me, attracting like a rose and receiving. And so this is kind of Empress energy here. So before you actually take off on this journey that you want to take off on, you're being told to center yourself and allow for life to flow to you. Some of these things that you're curious about and wanting to initiate as the King of Wands, because the King of Wands takes a lot of action, is very driven, you know, it's a fire-driven card. And then we have the 8 of Wands too, which is very much a movement card. It's all about travel and communication. But you're being asked to center yourself first, to almost sit and meditate, and integrate yourself so that you can embody what it is that you're going towards. It's almost like you're having to nurture being grounded and pulling that in on a real internal sense before you can go out there and get it's got to be within you before you can go out there to find it. Let me draw some more on this. We've got the Page of Pentacles and the Strength coming through. I'm not going to take all those cards, that's just way too many, but these 2 came through. The Page of Pentacles and the Strength. This is ruled by Leo energy, and it has to do with your head and your heart. So you are wanting to follow your heart. You are following this passion, right? Something new that you're embarking on. And you might feel, this could either do with this could have to do with a child as well. But I think this is a young sense of a new project. Like, I think you're starting a new way of earning something, a new side hustle or a new business proposition or a new contract, a new job. I think it has something to do with your pentacles. I mean, obviously it's the Page of Pentacles, but it has to do with like a fresh opportunity. And you're being asked to have your Empress energy to go into that nurturing energy, and that's going to be your strength. That'll give you strength, is what I'm getting. It said it's going to fortify whatever it is that you're going towards. You need that. Can we see more of why this Empress energy is coming through? Okay, pulling these 2 on the top. We've got the 7 of Cups and the Hermit. So there's a need for you to have some time to yourself. This just keeps coming through. And it has to do with how you're looking at your choices, the emotional choices that you have ahead of you. You're being asked to have some detachment, to detach a little bit and to kind of see from a centered sense, but one that has to do with maybe blocking out influences of others, because you're being asked to go into hermit space. So you know, that's relying on your own perspective, not other people. And this is how you're looking at your choices here. I'd like to draw more on this. I feel like there's a vagueness about this. Okay, this might have to do with an ending that you experienced that was very painful for you. Yeah, this is healing energy. I think what these cards are saying for you is that you need to take the time to heal before you move forward. That's really important, because if you don't do that, then you're going to take all of the unresolved issues, because they have to be resolved emotionally, or else you're going to keep recycling those. They're going to come back through again and again in your experiences until you learn to digest and let them go and really resolve and process. You don't want to keep moving from one thing to the next and then having the exact same issues that you never resolved keep coming through, right? You need to face your own music. And that's part of your healing. Wow. So you just, I just drew the, just got the wealth card. So this will be very lucrative for you if you take the time to heal. That's really interesting. Let's see what else wants to come through. Okay, these three are wanting to come through. So I've got the Knight of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Tempering this energy of moving forward from, you had to be really strategic. Whatever you're moving away from, you have had to really guard yourself. You've had to be very guarded. And this could be part of what you're tempering, what you're healing, what you're balancing. There's a part of you that you haven't really been able to let move forward and to just go and pursue what you want. It's like you've been stuck in a strategy, or almost like when you're a child and you're stuck at school. Whoops, I said almost like when you're like a child and you're stuck at school and you want to be outside playing. That's the feeling I'm getting, is that you have had to be dealing with strategies and protecting your own resources. There might have been people that have tried to steal from you. You've had to be really guarded. And that's what you're healing, because you want to go and pursue this passion that you're so drawn to. And you're being asked to heal yourself first, because you want to go, it's like you've got this child that side to you that is pent up, almost like you've been stuck in school, and you had to finish some kind of project before you could go play. It's the worst feeling when you're a kid and you're stuck in like detention during the weekend or something, right? So I'm just getting that energy. That's the feeling I'm getting, that you're healing that so that you can move forward and play more freely. Let's see what else is coming through for this. This is an interesting energy. Okay. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this is how you've been collaborating. You want something more positive. You're in hangman energy about it. And that's what you're being asked to do, is to go into hangman energy, so that you can see a whole new perspective on how to positively collaborate, how to positively collaborate with others. This is what you're learning to heal. Yeah, you had a very painful ending. You might have been stabbed in the back by people that you trusted. And this is you healing. You're walking away from that. This is the Eight of Cups. This is intentionally walking away from anything that emotionally has been very toxic. So good for you for taking a stand. Yeah, you're taking a stand here. This is the Ace of Swords. You're cutting through the BS. And you're definitely healing. This is the Queen of Cups. I think you're healing your heart. It's really beautiful because the Queen of Cups is very nurturing, and it's very much a generous, emotionally generous energy. And this is the energy of once you come through the other side of giving yourself that space to heal. You might be healing your feminine. You might be healing, even if you're a highly masculine person, and you know exactly what you want to go after, you have to heal your emotional body. And the emotional body is what is, it's what the star energy is about here, is that you are healing your emotional body so that you don't relive or recycle some of the lessons that were so painful. You have to heal the Empress. This is the Empress energy. And you also might be connecting more with your feminine connections. You might be healing your feminine connections, or people in your life that embody these type of this type of energy in your life. The Star, the Queen of Cups, the Empress. This is a young energy of has to do with your monetary opportunities. It's like a fresh new opportunity for you if you heal yourself. Because right now you're burned out. This is the Ten of Wands. I'm gonna wrap up your reading. The number 3, you actually have ahead of you, if you can really stand your ground with your mental space and take that time to heal, you're walking into a 10 of Cups. And you can emotionally really thrive again. So beautiful. This is, I wish all of this month ahead, I wish for everyone to, all 3 piles, to have a fresh new perspective and energy moving forward in this new moon energy. And I wish you all many blessings. Thank you for climbing clouds. Always be true to you.